That's fine.
Thank you, man.
All right, so this is my first time ever doing this, so I apologize if I'm a little shaky. Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to come and speak with you all today. My name is Amanda Hayes, and I am a mother and an advocate. This is tough. So I'm going to start with a personal story.
You take as much time as you want, okay?
I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Thank you. All right. My son is Jaden Brown. He is 14 years old. He will be 15 next month. For the past 5 years or so, about 5 years ago, he started developing aggressive behaviors. We dealt with them the best we could with medication and just whatever we could. So back in January, I made the hardest decision that he needed to go somewhere that had 24-hour care. So I reached out to APD finally in March because he has insurance. So I did my due diligence. I figured all of that out. Insurance was not a resource. So I reached out to APD in hopes that they would be a partner. And it has been hard. I initiated the crisis process, and in June we were denied. I then filed for the appeal, and our appeal hearing has been rescheduled 3 times and is now set for December. We're still dealing with, life. And I did reach out to you, Representative Payne, and got in touch with Shondell, and you have been an angel, and I thank you so much. The problem is that every agency that I've reached out to in the state of Florida directs me to APD. I've been there, and I know one of my main ask is adding the Agency for Persons with Disabilities to the Social Services Estimating Conference. The second is fully funding the waiver. The wait list is 10 to 15 years at a minimum. I'm not the only family. I know there are 180 children at Mellon Learning Center. That's just in our county, and that's not district-wide. These children are going to need help, The last time that the waiver was fully funded, Jeb Bush was in office. It can be done. And then the last thing is State Bill 2510 was passed this last session, which contains the managed care pilot program. My other ask is please say no to any other managed care bills because it's not the answer. There was lawsuits that were settled this past summer because of managed care being responsible for putting children into nursing homes, and that's not okay either. These are all nonpartisan issues. Developmental disabilities hit everybody. And yeah, that's it.
Mrs. Hayes, if you don't mind, and I hope the question is not too personal, so you don't have to answer it, but was there a reason for the denial other than they're on the wait list?
So they told me that I had enough resources. I had already reached out to CARD. I have a 7.5-page report from Art Wallen, who's the associate director of CARD, in which I think 3 different times he, in bold and underlined, states that Jaden needs to be placed on the waiver for residential care. And they, in their denial letter, say that CARD is addressing his behavior issues and that also the school is addressing his behavior issues. I adore everyone at his school. His one-on-one is phenomenal. They just had to change because Jaden stands about this tall. I was going to bring him today, and that would have been a great time. But when he's having his episodes, they have to remove him from the classroom. He can't, because he's a danger to himself and others. And that's the criteria that I had applied for the crisis waiver for. And the statute is subjective. So if they also said I didn't have any police reports, Baker Act commitments, or DCF involvement. So I'm being penalized for trying to be the best mom I can. And
Yes, ma'am, understand.
it's just, I have sent Shondell the denial letter, as well as my appeal, or my rebuttal to the denial, and all the other documentation. So if y'all need any of that, I'm willing
Thank
to.
you. I'm
Yeah.
sure we can share it with our officers.
Thank you for being here today. We have heard, this is my third delegation meeting, we've heard a lack of full funding for APD. So it will be on our list that we hope to elevate this year and get some more results. So thank you for being here. Thank you for patience, and God bless you.
Thank you, and I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We have Nancy Russo with SMA Healthcare.